Hello everyone, how are you doing? It's Thursday, 13th of August, and let's look at the market update. So we're finally breaking out from this flag on SPX. We were chopping around for about 10 days or a week, 7 business days, just adjusting. The price was adjusting, waiting for new data. Inflation is actually not that bad. I'm just writing an email about it, right? So the producer prices are flat. Core PPI held at 0.2%, together with CPI yesterday 0.1%, overall 0.2% core. So the supply chain pressures we had early in the year cooled off. That's very helpful for Fed in regards to rates. I do not think they're going to be increasing rates. That's just my opinion, but I do not think that's going to happen. The jobless claims edged up to 209,000 from 200,000. So there was the recalculation. It's a small rise that fits the softening labor market, right? So another thing for Fed, the labor market is softening, right? And inflation is cooling off. So these are very important reasons for them to not raise rates. So let's look at SPY. The resistance is 79.40, 7800, and support 77.88, 77.15. All right, so that's about that. The 10 moving average is catching up towards those levels as well. And let's look at some individual names. We're still having XBI, had a little bit tough day today, but again, we are still in. I would suggest to move stop to 153. If that breaks, then we just go below it, and that would be not ideal. ARC-G also retesting a little bit. It's very overstretched. It had very strong rally from this retest. So give it also a couple of days to chop. It can even go lower. I would do a stop at 40, right? So that's where I would put the stop. Let's just draw it here so we have it done, right? So stop. As I said with the XBI, if we break this 10 again and seeing some weakness, I would definitely be out. Fund, oh my gosh, $400 almost. So, you know, it was a little bit tricky here. It tried to tricked us. But as I said many times, guys, when there is really low volume, the market is super choppy and there are very violent moves. So what you do, you go to our app and you are not looking only on the technical, but that's why you have TMAD app. You look at the Jack, SPY, strike and expiry, and that's going to tell you a story, what you can expect. So longer expiry is even 500 on this name. 400 is a huge Jacks, 300 now supporting support, which we are way above it. But if you even look at the expiry, there is a lot of flow, positive flow even into January. So quite frankly, this 500 by January is totally plausible. I think there is also now call surge. And when you look at the score, it's still, Palo Alto Networks is still in the top 10 for today. So definitely stay in. Iran is catching a little bit of momentum, but it's on 200 moving average. Hopefully it's going to get above and continue higher. It had pretty tough time, but even those support levels are important where you can play in the bounds. Now let's look at the software names. Okay, so Adobe is also on 200. So a lot of those names are going to be on 200 moving average. Figma, Microsoft is way above at this level. Now, also above now, Snow, way above. So I like those names. I think they are definitely catching up on the lost time. We have a lot of those. This is drones. We have KHC. We are playing this one as a recovery play, but it's really beat up. Kraft Heinz. They have huge dividend as well. It's something, if you remember last year, we were trading Dow. Not the index, but the chemical company, and we played it here at 22, and look, it went up almost 100%, retested, and now it's again about 200. I'm still holding this one because I'm getting a lot of dividend as well, so I've been holding it since last year, October. I will keep holding. And then let's look at I would, no, I don't like breakdown of this channel here, so it needs to bounce here, otherwise I don't like that at all. Arcade keeps going as well. Let's look at zoom in. I'm just looking at some charts that also is about the 200, close to it. And Dell, so we are still in Dell, the same story. Dell was chopping here, it would normally stop us out, but I said do not, when did we get in? Monday we got in, sorry. So here I had the stop a little bit at 239, but I posted it that because I see the flow and I see this is just simple liquidity grab with everything positive. You know, if the jacks would be negative and I would see some ugly information on here on our scanner, I would be out. But with this and all the news, this is just a super nice look. Everything is lining up. I'm staying in this name. I don't care. It is inactive breakout. Great chart. Staying. Let's look, as I said, in the UK. I don't trade this one. I missed this one, but look, 10% up, 13%. Wonderful. The breakout of this trend line. It was also a perfect Fibonacci retest. If you draw a Fibonacci from the start of the move, then you see 0618, which is a very strong level. So we retested and then broke out here. So that's one. We are in Zeta as well. That was our entry here. So Zeta looking amazing. We are still in. Target is 32 and then higher and higher. Amazon is just that. Just Jeff Bezos is terrorizing the company with his massive sales all the time. With his ex-wife and him, there is no chance for Amazon. All right, let's look at our scanners. So top 10 score, we have Zeta, as I said, that we were paying attention to, and HPQ. And Alessio did actually commodities for you. Oh wow, Hewlett Packard also flying. So a lot of these names are recovering. TZA is small cap bear. Want you to go long on that one. I don't know. IWM is a little bit weak. Okay, well, it's risky. Don't the free X I wouldn't play personally right now, not with strategy. Hello, it's retesting. Oh well, it's therapeutics. If you like to play that stuff. But again, I'm not going to be opening any new trades tomorrow. Net looks great too. But again, it's weekend and we are going to just look at commodities. Gold is retesting. It had a really nice breakout, same as silver. Silver had a nice breakout retesting. There is no problem right now. This is a support now. And there is nothing bad. It's just retesting. You don't want it to go below the 55 silver. We are still in this one. And then, you know, I showed you this arrow. Also retesting. That was a copper. So they're all retesting the metals. Copex ideally holds here. It's in chop still. Uranium. Okay, so similar price action on all of them. Today was a chop retest after move. I think Alessio is sending out the letter tonight. What you guys have. What you guys, you can read the jacks and all of that stuff. All right, that's it for today. Last one, NVIDIA. NVIDIA also looking good. What I also like, I posted Airbnb. So here Airbnb is again chopping around the level 186, and I think about that it could go higher. If you want to play this one, your stop should be somewhere here around 175 in case it fails. And then targeting, let's look at our app, because that's how you play the app. You look at, all right, we are right at, you see resistance is right here, and we could look at the 200, 210 strikes. Everything looks positive into the new year, so Jack's positive, the longer term. So Airbnb looks good, okay? That's another one I would probably hop on. What I don't like, Groupon is a little bit down. That's the one I own as well. But again, everything retests. You see, we're right at 0618, so no panic for me. And then let's quickly look at Heal, people are stressed with this one. I mean, look at this name, what it does and what it did last time. It's just Kill is doing its own thing. It's always like that. So Kill is on 200. Hopefully it's gonna recover here and go higher again, and then hopefully $10. Just patient. It's normal with these names. They are moving like yo-yo. They have super high volatility. I think the beta of Kill is 3 point something. Bitcoin is stable coin at this point, 65,000, not moving. 63, 64, 65. So that's it for today. Be well, and we'll see you soon.